Before we get into the Barakut, Hamtsut, the blessings of the containers, let us remember that when it's time for group practices, individual practices may be set aside. People may do their own things privately. And in a sense, that can be brought to the group. The group can focus on the same words, same gestures, same aspects of the physical, mental, and spiritual worlds. And they can build up a presencing that starts with the individual. So when you put the box with the scroll on the doorpost, Baruch atah Yahweh Alheinu Melech Haolam Asher Qadshnu Bamtsutyu Watsunu L'Qba Mezuzah. Blessed are you, God is a suburban noun, deity of dwelling, sovereign of the realms, who has sanctified us with commands and has affixed has commanded us to affix the celestial box. That's not quite it, but mark, something in between. Quality of, something affixed. And if you build a railing around your roof, Baruch atah Yahweh Alheinu Melech Haolam Asher Qadshnu Bamtsutyu Watsunu Lashut Makah. Blessed are you, God is suburban noun. God of dwelling, King of the universe, who has sanctified the place with his commandments and has commanded us to construct a parapet. Akka. Yeah, that would be like an edge, right? Boundary. And if you dip the metal or glass utensils for food, Baruch atah Yahweh Alheinu Melech Haolam Asher Qadshnu Bamtsutyu Watsunu Al Thibilat Klim. And if there's only one, you just say Kli instead of Klim. Blessed are you, God is a suburban noun, deity of dwelling, sovereign of the dimensions, who has sanctified us with commandments and commanded us regarding the immersion of vessels, and vessel, if you just say one, and this sort of ball you make by, well, an olive-sized piece of dough is burned from each batch of dough. Okay, well, that's what they say. Whenever you make a loaf of bread, you burn a little bit on purpose. Baruch atah Yahweh Alheinu Melech Haolam Asher Qadshnu Bamsutiu Watsunu La Prish Shalah Man Hasa. Blessed are you, God is a verb and noun, deity of dwelling, sovereign of the dimensions, who made this place holy with the commandments and commanded us to separate the a whole from the dough. And I'm not seeing reasons here. We have the habrusht, trumut, wamashrut, the separation and the tithes from foods grown in the land of Israel. And if the land is from that, you say the following blessing. And if it's from somewhere else, you don't have to say that. Well, nowadays they take food and stuff from the Palestinians, so, well, that's a later identification, but you know what I mean. Baruch atah Yahweh Alheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kachnu Bamsutyu Watsunu La Parish Terumut Wam Ashrut Mashahwa Yuter Machid Mamah Manhakal Shish Kan Hari Hawa Truma Badula Batspunu Wahachid Mamah Shanshar Khan Tashah Chulqim Kamuhu Butzad Halyun Shul Haprut Halu Hariham Masher Rashun Autu Hatchid Mama Shashitu Masher Rashun Hari Huwa Terumut Masher Aud Tashah Shulqim Kalah Butzad Hatchitun Shul Haprut Hariham Masher Shani Wamham Chibim B'masher Ani Hari Ham Masher Ani. Blessed are you, God is a verb and noun, power of dwelling, sovereign of the dimensions, who has made dwelling holy with his commandments and has commanded us to separate the terumas and the tithes. So the priestly tithe and the other tithe. Okay, yeah, the priestly tithe and the standard tithe. Okay. Whatever of the portion set aside, more than 1% of everything, here is thereby declared to be the priestly tithe and the northerly position. And now remember, the priestly, there was different words for priest. The northerly portion, well, they would say that the northerly portion was for the devil, and same thing with the piece of bread cut out and, a goat to Azazel, which is Moloch, Shaitan. 1% remaining here, together with 9 equal portions at the upper side of this produce, and are declared to be the first tithe. The one of 100 that I've made the first tithe is thereby declared to be the priestly tithe portion of the tithe. 9 more equal portions at the lower side of the produce are declared to be second tithe. But if the produce must have a tithe of the poor separated from it, let the be the tithe of the poor. So 9/10 for the poor. In the Islamic system, for example, there is no alms that goes to pay the priest. Baruch atah Yahweh Eloheinu melech haolam asher qadshnu b'mtzutziu v'ratzunu lepdut masher shani zahwa which mushu huri huwa muchlil al perutha achet man tamthaba Shichdati Lepdiun Masher Shani. Blessed are you, God is a verb and noun, deity of dwelling, King of the plains, who has sanctified us with his commandments and commanded for this place a redeeming the second tithe. The second tithe, it and its extra fifth is redeemed by 1 peruta. What is that? Oh, peruth. So edge, head, and the basket would be the thing. Oh, basket's a very fitting thing for a word like that. Of the coin that I have set aside for the redemption of the second tithe. And a lot of stuff people talk about, well, it's no longer the temple period, and it's like some of these things at least represent the first temple period and the second temple period, and then there was Judaism, and then you had the Herodian, the Maccabean temple and the Herodian temple. You could even say the third temple was the Bar Kokhba, very brief period, and that might be considered the third Jewish temple. But the Jews rose to power under the Maccabees and the Bar Kokhba rebellion about 70. And so you end up with, 2, and then you have the more secular order, the Khazar kingdom and Israel.